So, hello and welcome everyone. Uh, Thanks for joining in for today's session. My name is Web, and I also have on the webinar with me my co-host Sahil. You could today see us. We are live, and this is going to be an exciting Q&A session where we're just gonna take all the questions that you have. Some of the questions you could see on the screens, and other questions you could ask directly. So this is going to be an open mic session. So I'm allowing everyone to have the ability to unmute their microphones. So feel free to ask questions, ask us about anything about XTEN-AV. This is as I said, it's an open mic session. So Sahil, you have any opening comments before we start taking questions?
No, I'm just excited because we only get to do this during trade shows, and well, that's not happening this year. So I'm excited to talk to everyone live. Um, I see
Right.
people are joining still. I see the count increasing. So I guess
Right.
we could get started, and people can just keep jumping in. Um,
Right.
so
I
we
was
can
just
have people start talking. If no one wants to start talking, then we can just start answering questions from the list.
Yeah, I think let's do that. So let's give a brief overview of what XTEN-AV is. So let me start with that. So XTEN-AV is the world's first AI-powered AV design platform, which lets you design end-to-end AV system solutions as per AVIX's standards and design guidelines. XTEN-AV is the only software in the world which automates 7 types of drawings and documents, which are usually created manually by hand. What are those documents? Line schematics, rack layouts, cable schedules, scope of work documents, signal flow diagrams, cable schedule, ceiling speaker layout, floor plans, and then we also allow you to create your own customer proposals as well. On top of that, XTEN-AV is a combination of 3 softwares into one. So we have a freehand drawing editing tool, which is equivalent to having a Microsoft Visio subscription. And we have a really good CRM function. We have really good CRM features built in, and we also have a proposal tool built in. So usually you tend to buy 3 different softwares for these 3 packages. What XTEN-AV is all combined into one, and it's the only software which gives you the automation features. There's no software which can do automated drawings and documents. That's only possible because of our patent pending AI-based technology, which allows us to create these documents automatically. So that's what XTEN-AV is, and I guess you would have visited our website. It's xtenav.com. You can just visit here. You can sign up for a free trial. It's a 30-day free trial. It's pretty simple. You just click on this link and you'll be able to register for the free trial. Sahil, you want to add on something to that?
No, I think people are trying to unmute their mics. I think they want to ask questions. Anybody? I see a few people trying to unmute their mics. Anybody
Yes.
want to jump in?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. I downloaded the free trial and I'm trying to use it on 1 or 2 jobs, but all of my equipment is not available. Like when you go in to select your gear, and so I tried to go in and add in all of my go-to pieces, like all of the Blackmagic A10 minis and so forth and so on, but it won't allow me to add it. Is that something only in the full version will allow me to add my own stuff?
No, that's actually not true. You could add your products in the free trial. Actually, there's a misconception going around that the free trial has some restrictions. The free trial does not really have uh, any restriction except for one, which is the ability for you to upload your products and pricing. But if you use the method extra, I don't know if you've tried extra or not. Extra allows you to connect or create your own items. So have you tried Extra?
No, well, I did, but I still, when I went back to select the items, they weren't there.
So you've got to search under My Library. So what happens is once you click on Add Custom Item,
Mm-hmm.
and once you click on Add Custom Item, it gives you a form, and then you fill up the form, you create your product, you put in the ports, and once you hit save, that product gets saved in your library. So let me just show it to you how that works. I can just create any brand here. So yeah. Put in the description, quantity, rack units, image link, specs link if you want to put in, select the category of the product. You can put in your pricing if you would want to.
Right.
And if you say yes to add IO information, then it gives you a form. Oh, I am not putting ban.
No problem. Hello?
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
went on mute.
You dropped out for a minute.
Yeah. So you say yes to add IO informations, then hit next. It'll give you a form. You just enter the ports, create your product, and select the type of port it is, do save. Now this product, it says it's saved under My Library. So next time, it's test brand test 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got to go under My Library, test 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will see that the product will now appear under My Library, not in XTEN-AV library. So XTEN-AV library is different to My Library.
Gotcha.
So the concept here is that once you're working in XDraw, you have to build your own library. It's very simple to build your own library. There are a couple of ways. So first thing is that is actually available in the paid plan. If you go under organization settings,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually open. So there is a custom pricing section here. So this is where you can download a sample file in which you can upload hundreds and thousands of products in one go. And once you add all those products, this is the format. Oops, not this one. This one. So this is the format which you have to use to upload. You can load hundreds and thousands of products in one go. And you come back here and hit submit. Once you will upload all the products from here, and you will go back under extra. And under My Library, you'll be able to find all of those products. So that is one way. The other way is under Extra itself, you can upload a BOM from here. You just click on Upload BOM feature, and there's a similar file which I just showed you. You have to upload the products in the same format, and those products will be added for you in your library in one go. So you remember whatever products you add, they get saved in My Library. So next time you have to switch the tabs, to search for those products. And if there's a product which you want to copy, you can actually copy products from XTEN-AV library to My Library. Like you said something about Black Magic. We do have a lot of Black Magic products in our database. You can select this product, but you will notice that it will say no ports information. So which means that we do not have the IO info. There are various hundreds and thousands of products out there. It's very difficult to have the IO information for every product. We try and update as much as possible, but there will be some products which will not have the IO information. For that, you can just click on the edit button and you can add the IO information yourself. And again, this product will be saved in your library. So this is one way of copying products from XTEN-AV into your library. And then there will be some products from XTEN-AV let's say crown amp. So this product is, this is an amplifier which I'm going to add. It does not say no ports information, which means I have the IO information for this product, but I want to build my own library. And if I want to change the image or change the description or change the pricing, what I could do is just click on copy to my library button. And the product now gets copied to your library. So next time you go and search under my library, you will find this product. And now you also have the edit button here. So which allows you to change or overwrite the information which is previously saved in the XTEN-AV database or XTEN-AV library. So that's kind of, the whole thing works. If you really want to know more about Xtra, it is a really powerful tool. You go under trivia and tutorial section, and there is a full, a recording of a webinar we did, which was just about how to use Xtra. You watch that once, and you will become a pro in using, Xtra and some of the other features, how to create your own products, and that kind of stuff.
So I can only do things in Xtra right now?
No, you could use all the methods. So there are 3 methods of doing design. So there is questionnaire, there is Xtra, and there is add your own BOM. Questionnaire is where you get the automated drawings and documents. But in questionnaire, you cannot add products yourself because since we have to produce automated drawings and documents, it's got to be in a certain, the data has to be in a certain format to be entered in our database. So for questionnaire, you can put in a request to us for missing brands, but here in Xtra, you can just do whatever you want. And same is true for add your own BOM as well.
Gotcha. And if I sent you a spreadsheet of Blackmagic, because we are a Blackmagic dealer, right, would that be something you guys are interested in adding?
Yes, yes, definitely. So for the questionnaire you're saying, right? Or just for the platform generally you're asking?
For the products, yes.
Okay, so there is multiple ways. Like I said, you can go under organization settings and you can upload all those products in one go and you can manage them yourself. They will appear under your library, and this library is common to your whole organization. Then you could use all those products for your proposals, for your drawings in the Xdraw method. But for questionnaire, we'll have to add it ourselves. So yes, the answer is yes, you can put in a request, but we cannot guarantee you by when we can add those in the questionnaire, because it's kind of a long process, because we have to go through rigorous amount of testing to add a new brand in the questionnaire. But in Xtra, in proposals, in add your own BOM, you could do whatever you want. You can build your own library. You can manage all your products in one place.
Gotcha.
All right, Vib, let's move to the next question anybody has.
Yes, hello. Would like to ask a question about availability of native apps for macOS, Windows, iOS, Android, with some kind of offline consultation, offline capabilities.
Yeah, our product works on, it needs internet connection because it's just, it's a cloud-based product. So I don't think we'll be able to make an offline version as of now. So if that answers your question. So yeah, unfortunately that's a no.
Yeah, so it's a cloud-based product. So you've got to have an internet connection and a web browser. It is one of the frequently asked question is, what is the best platform do I need to run XTEN-AV? Which browser is the best? Does it run on phone and tablets?
Once the drawings and whatnot are created, will we be able to have a copy of it saved on our computer, or is it always only on the cloud?
No, you can download all the drawings and documents onto your computer. There is a way by which you can download a zip file of all the documents related to a project or a design into a single file.
So I got a
Okay, thank
question. So you're from basic to popular goes from $60 a month to 250. I'm a small guy, 3 or 4 guys. What am I gaining from $60 a month to $250 a month?
Oh, well, basically $250 gives you 5 licenses. So $60 is 1 license. So when you see under $60 for 59, actually, it says 1 to 4 users. So that's 59 times that many users. So if you do the math, if you times that 5, it's gonna be more than 250. So 250 is a better deal, and you get some more features. And we'll show you that.
I asked on text. So one of the problems I have 2 different companies, and one does a lot of work around the country. One is local in Dallas, but with D-Tools, I'm pretty much stuck to whatever company I started with. That's the company that's presented, but that's not always the one I want to use. Is it easy to go between which company I need to present the proposal from?
Yes, so you could actually create templates inside of proposals, which allows you to set different templates for different companies, company information and that kind of stuff. So I can actually show that to you.
And Vib, your video went away. I don't know if you know or not.
Yeah, it's the system's acting up a little bit, so I've turned off my video. But
okay.
Anyone who's not seen me, this one is me. Yeah. Okay, so in proposals, so you can actually create templates. So we have something known as templates under proposals, where you can create different templates for different types of customers which you have. So every time you're creating a proposal, it can be from a different corporation. And there are various other features, functions available inside our proposal tool, which allow you to do a lot of different things, which are I don't think there is any other software, AV proposal software, which is out there which has as many features and functions which we have. So it's a must try if you haven't really tried it yet. Again, it's a full 1 hour session to cover proposals. But again, if you want to learn about the proposals, we did a webinar. You'll find it under the trivia and tutorial section. The recording name is all about proposals. It's just a 1 hour webinar. Just watch it, the full recording, and you'll get to know why I'm saying it's really powerful and all the functions and features which you could do. And just to give you a brief overview, this is something like this. The proposal looks like. Let me unmute if there are any more people who want to talk. I guess everyone is unmuted now.
So.
Yeah, so this is how you can preview before downloading the actual PDF. This is how it looks like. You can customize the themes, the colors, gives you a nice table of contents. You can have different sections like the cover letter, project description. You can do area-wise or room-wise BOM.
Does it calculate, or can you tell it to calculate the template, like management, project management and all that stuff, miscellaneous parts?
Yeah, so right now we do not have project management as of now, but that is something which we're looking at in the future. And also, as we speak right now, we're working on the reports feature, which will allow you to generate reports, monthly, weekly, quarterly, whatever filters you want to apply. So that's what we're working on. So when we started off, we started off as a design and engineering software only. We were focused on, creating value by doing drawings automatically using AI and cloud computing. And we did really well in that. But once we launched our product and went around in the market with the prototype, everyone asked us to build a proposal tool as well. And so we started work a little late on the proposal tool, but it's been almost a year since we've been working on it, and we've come a long way in the proposal tool, which you'll see. And we are also going ahead with, with lot more features and functions which are going to add in the future as well. All of our development which has happened in the last 1 year, thanks to all of you guys, all the people who signed. Yeah, I'm sorry, what was that?
How old is your company?
Yeah, so we are more than we've been developing these products for almost 2.5 years now, but we launched exactly almost a year back at Infocom last year. So
Okay. Just wondering if we do get into this, nothing against your company, but if something were to happen, will we be able to have access to all of the stuff we've already been working on?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, we nothing's going to happen to us. We are pretty. We are generating revenue. We're growing fast even in the COVID-19 scenario, and we are pretty well funded. Even if we don't do any business for the next 2 years, we have enough funds to survive. But that is not the case. We have multiple projects going on, multiple streams of revenue going on for us. So that sort of thing not going to happen. Even if it happens, we have an insurance. We have taken an insurance which saves the data of all of our users if in a unforbidden scenario something like that happens. We've also taken care of that, so your data is safe and secure. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, and if we do download the zip file, open it on our computer, like let's say I saved the drawing as a Visio file, I'll be able to manipulate it later if I add stuff over time and I no longer have a service with you?
Oh yes, absolutely. So once you download a file in a format, let's say in AutoCAD or DWG or Visio, so you own that file in that format. So we do not have any restrictions on that once you download that file.
Thank you.
So I'm sure that I'm not the only person that uses D-Tools. It's been around forever. And I'm sure a lot of us want to get away from. One of the things, though, that I like, and I'm curious if you have, is once we generate our initial proposal, we can go into different reports and see, at least a snapshot of our gross, our pick list, verify our quantities, and stuff like that. Do you have those same resources inside your proposal systems when you generate reports?
Right. Like I said, we do not have the reports feature right now, but we are working on it, and it should be out within the next 8 weeks or so. So it's not a long wait. So we are working on it. You will have that feature pretty soon, where you'll be able to generate reports, customize it the way you want. Sahil, you want to add something onto that?
Yeah, I was gonna add to that proposals is one arm of our tool that we are really actively working on. We have actually dedicated 1/3 of our development team onto adding more functionalities in terms of UI and backend features of proposals. So, and we actually just came out with a new version of proposal not too long ago. I think 2 or 3 months ago. But then I think we're looking at another 2 or 3 months that there's gonna be another upgrade. So just hang tight. You'll see a lot more in the proposal.
Yeah, and in fact, we could actually share with you a new version which is coming pretty soon, in which we are heavily investing in a third-party editing software, which is the world's best editing software. So let me see if we can share that. Just unshare my screen.
Yeah. Sent it to you. I've just copied the screen stuff.
Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yes, in particular, can you elaborate on your plans about API and integrations of other system, and in particular with 3D? I think something about like Matterport.
So we currently have a couple of integrations. We have integration with an ERP system, which is Q360 by Solution 360. And then we do connect with Salesforce, where you can import all your customer data, CRM related data. And then on our roadmap, we have integrations with QuickBooks, Microsoft Dynamics, and a couple more that I'm cited. But I'm sorry, which is the one that you just asked? 3D something?
Yes, it's a 3D and virtual reality platform. You create your twin of your space and you can add annotations there. It's called Matterport, Matterport, Matterport.
Matterport, okay. Not exactly sure how that works. It isn't in our roadmap right now, but we can definitely take a look and see what we could do.
Is that going to be QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop?
Sorry, so
You had
you're
mentioned
breaking
integration with. You had mentioned integration with QuickBooks. Is there a cost for that?
No, so our integrations do not have any cost, and QuickBooks is on roadmap. That's the next one you're gonna see coming out. So I think whatever you'll be paying would be to QuickBooks for your QuickBooks account, and you're already paying for XTEN account, and it's just going to integrate. Nothing is gonna cost extra. So that's
Okay.
that's another cool thing. That's another cool thing about having a cloud software is you just have a service and you continuously get whatever upgrades you push from the back end. You do not have to download anything. You don't have to install anything, a newer version, nothing. And specifically with XTEN-AV, we come up with a lot new features and it's all just included in one tool. You don't pay anything extra for anything.
But will it work with QuickBooks Online or just desktop?
We have.
It's most likely going to be with QuickBooks Online because ours is also a cloud-based software. But we will first do it online and then we'll probably explore the options with the desktop version as well. And there is another thing which I'd like to add here is if you want us to do custom integration with any of your softwares which you're using, be it ERP or CRM, we could do that for you. And we've done it for some of our customers free of cost. But of course, for that, you will have to have a premium plan, which is you've got to have at least more than 10 users using it. The more the users, the lesser the cost it is for us. So we have open APIs which enable us to do integrations with any softwares, virtually any softwares which are out there. So yes, you could fast track some of the development if you want by paying extra. If you really want something urgent, you can then pay for that feature and then we can fast track that. But most of our integrations we do not really charge for. Like, you know, we've done Salesforce, we have done Q360, we're going to do QuickBooks, we're going to do Zoho, Microsoft Dynamics CRM, all the popular ones we're going to do without any costs. But yeah, if there's something specific which you need and you need it urgently, then obviously you can fast track that by paying for that feature, that request. Yeah, so this is going to be our new version of the proposal tool. If any of you have
people asking questions at the minute, but I found it. Yeah, I do. And
I think it's Debbie. Debbie, do you mind staying on mute if you're talking in the background?
Yeah, but they've got a thing online where there's loads of videos and stuff like that.
Okay, I muted her. Go ahead.
Right. So guys, this is still in, you know, very early version. This is something which you're working on. So the new proposal tool, you'll see the first page will just have, you know, the areas and item section and your profit and pricing breakdown section, and it will have the settings as usual which you could do. But you could, in the new version of the proposals, you'll be able to design your pages, you know, yourself. So you can work on each page, go inside each section and annotate on top of it, and you'll be able to see each page as, you know, the PDF it will look like. So this is something new which is going to come. We are investing in a third-party editing software to bring this on board for you guys, because right now in the current version of the proposal tool, it does not really allow you to edit individual page the way you want. So this will really allow you to make your proposals the way you make it your, you customize it yourself in your Word or PDF files, and you really customize it the way you need. So that's something which is going to come within the next 8 weeks or so. So yeah. So that was about proposals. So yeah, guys, keep the questions coming.
So we can respell labor to actually be the American way, not the European way.
Yeah,
not labor.
that's already taken care of in the current version. Vibhav, can you stop presenting? Yeah. I can show that to you right now. We've already
we have a field specifically for that.
Yeah. So if you go under settings, under advanced, you will see there is an option for.
Wait for it.
Maybe are you still talking? Because your screen went blank. Guys, am I the only one, or you guys are not able to see screen?
No, it's black.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Okay,
Did we try to tell her happens to us too?
I don't know what's up with the internet in this area, but yeah, we do have a field in the proposal tool when you go in under settings that you want to spell labor or labor. We do have a field for that, so that's been taken care of. Yeah, we really pissed off some people in the UK. They're like, I can't send proposals to my clients with the American spelling. We're like, okay, we'll take care of that. So we did. Let's have the next question. Guys, go ahead. Yeah, Vib just messaged me. His computer just crashed. Go ahead, guys. I see David raised hands. I think David wants to ask a question.
Maybe you should do the asking.
Oh my God, my Siri is going crazy.
Hey, Sahil.
Hey, David.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. So, in your templates, you know, the starting off templates, like, are you doing a boardroom? I think there's a template that says like a bar lounge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can those templates be edited and the names changed, or are those static?
No, so those templates, they're static. So here's how it happened. So we started off with questionnaire method, right? That's where the template matters the most. But nowadays we're seeing more and more people are using extra. When you're using extra doesn't care what the template is. And honestly, the template is not really going anywhere to your client that, oh, you used a bar template. In your proposal, you're free to write whatever you want. So it wouldn't really matter what the name is.
Okay, because I mean, I like that idea of starting off with a template, but it seems pretty obvious that you should have one for restaurants, like a straight out restaurant.
Right. But yeah, it wouldn't matter if you're using extra. It wouldn't matter what template you're using because you're selecting equipment and you're making your connections, and then you can just name it whatever you want in the proposal.
And then speaking of extra, so I started using it yesterday as a trial, and I'm having a lot of problems with some of the basic features. And I've been in touch with Alex. And I'm not getting a timely response, which is kind of making me feel like not good about the product at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Our support's usually very proactive in answering, and I'll get that checked.
I mean, I get a lot of emails and a lot of questions, but your basic features in Extra don't seem to be working. So if you could just go to the Extra, I'll tell you the exact names of what's not working.
Sure, let's try that. Everybody, Wib is back.
Yep.
This is the biggest nightmare when you're doing a webinar.
I did the same thing, right? I built a bill of materials like this, and then I went to I wanted to do the connection, like a connection diagram, a rack elevation. I couldn't do any of that.
Okay, so once you add all the products in here.
Yep.
So first thing is you have to add all the products, and you've got to make sure none of the products say no ports information. If there are any products in your BOM which say no ports information, they will not show up in the drawing. So to solve that issue, you can add the ports information yourself, because you'll have the edit button here.
Yeah, that wasn't working yesterday either, by the way. I had products that I couldn't edit the IO information. It was grayed out.
Okay, we'll have a look at your if you'll share with us the list of I mean your URL with the design which you're working on. We'll work with you. We'll make sure it works. But I can show it to you right now that it does work. So you can add the IO information yourself. I'll just explain you the process once again, so you can try it out for yourself. You add the IO information.
And David, let me ask you this: which browser are you using?
A Chrome.
Okay, yeah, it should work in Chrome.
So you add the IO information, you save it.
I get how to do all that. That I don't doubt that the features work or that the features are available. They just don't work in the when I was doing it yesterday, it wasn't working. And so as a trial,
right?
As a trial user, if I can't use the features that you're saying are part of the program, then I have a doubt now about using your program. I spent an entire day yesterday, working in it, emailing, talking back and forth, chatting, and I got zero accomplished. And now it's 24 hours later and I still don't have answers and it's not working.
So you clicked on Open Extra Editor, right?
Yep.
And nothing showed up there?
Yeah, I got that menu, got the menu of what do you want to do? Like there was a few. Yeah, I wasn't able to get this drawing.
Yeah, so I guess, David, we actually looked at the issue and we were about to reply to you. I guess what you did was, once you added the products here, you just clicked on this thing, this Oyster meeting room, and it opens up all the drawings and documents for you.
Yes.
But that's not the right way. Again, that's why that's not the right way. So that's why, it's our mistake. We were not able to communicate that. So first thing that you've got to do is, before you click on here, is you click on Open Extra Editor. Once you will click on Open Extra Editor, all the blocks which you have added will show up in the drawing panel. Like this new one which I have just added, it will show up. Then you make your connections. Once your connections are done, you've added your wire labels. Once your drawing is complete, once you've added everything, once your schematics are complete, you click on Save. And then you go back in here, and then you click on View Designs. Once you click on View Designs, now you will be able, once you've completed your line schematics by going in Open Extra Editor, now you will be able to see all these documents. Unless you go into Open Extra Editor first and complete your drawings, you will not be able to do it. So that's I
So,
think that's
so
what
let me ask you a question just from a workflow point of view. If I build a bomb like this and I want to do my rack right after this, you're saying that I can't do that.
you've got to click on open extra editor once. That's what you've got to do. So it's only for the first time. So you can add just one product in here, or you can add 0 products. So let me show it to you from scratch how it works. So let me create a new design. I'll click on extra. I'll select a template. I'll give it a name. I hit create design. So now you will see the view designs page is grayed out. This is the same button as this one.
Okay.
So this is grayed out because you've got to first click on open extra editor. So you can just add one product in here. Let me add a rack or something like that.
Maybe if you guys change the colors of the buttons, it would be a little bit more intuitive about the workflow.
Yeah, so now you click on open extra editor. That's all you've got to do. Now you come back here, then you go under view designs. And then you can see all these documents. So now you can click on rack layout. So it's there, the rack which I had chosen. I will also get the single flow diagram as well. So in the single flow diagram, you'll just get the images of the products which you have added.
Yep.
So the thing is that once you come here on this screen, you first got to click on open extra editor, then only this view designs tab is going to unlock. This is a shortcut to get to the design page once you have completed your BOM and other drawings. Sorry, the line schematics. This is a standard which remains across all the templates, whether you're doing extra or questionnaire or add your own BOM. So I guess that's what happened. It's a mistake. A support person are able to communicate what button you had to press, the workflow which you have to follow. But there is what I'm going to say is next is there is a small learning curve which has to happen if you have to start with any software. That's why we do weekly webinars every week where we do a full product demo. It's just a 45-minute to 1 hour session where we take you to the all basic workflows. And then there are guided tours which are available. So let me show you. Once you first come onto this tool, there will be a guided tour, something like this, how to create a design in Extra. So this will also step-by-step guide you which are the, what buttons you need to press to get to where, so you can always refer to these guided tours as well. So these are also there. So these will tell you what all functions and features are there, what buttons do what, what are the steps to be followed. So this is once if you do end tour without going through the whole process and you start designing yourself, there is a probability that you might get lost, which is, I apologize for that. We should have been able to communicate that to you in live chat support, but for some reason it didn't happen. It's a one-off case. But yeah, but there are enough tools which are available which will make you learn the product in an easier way.
All right, let me ask you a couple of questions about the uploading of BOMs and materials. So I did that yesterday and I found that it worked very well. If another one of my colleagues, let's say we upload a list using your formatted Excel sheet, that worked really well, and I like that. But let's say another one of my colleagues doesn't know that I did that, and they go to upload the same sheet. Will it duplicate all the products, or will it say this product already exists in the library?
In the library, I think. So this is I guess it has to say that the duplicate already exists. So, but it will still allow you to add that product. So that is something which we need to fix.
You know what I mean? If like if
Yeah.
it sees the same product twice, it would say, you know, like you should get a prompt, like, do you really want to add this product that already exists?
Yes, we've already got this from other users as well, and we're working right now on this to fix this. It should be fixed within a week or so. So it will not allow you to add duplicates and keep your data clean.
Can you show me where I saw you do it earlier, but obvious, and this also I didn't understand. So you have upload BOM, which is specific to the project that we're working on, but where is it? Where is the upload to my library for new products? I saw you do that earlier.
Yeah, so you've got to be to do that, you've got to go under organization settings, and under custom pricing you can do that, but this feature is only available in the paid plans. So this is the only thing which is not available in the free trial, because you could upload the hundreds and thousands of products.
Yeah. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah. So once you upgrade to a paid plan, you'll be able to use this, but till then you can do it in the extra method.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, and this screen here for the future, by uploading products here, they become part of my library?
Yes, exactly.
I have to say, I mean, it works, I think it works well. You know, we use 5 different technologies to put our proposals together. And, you know, it's AutoCAD, StarDraw, Excel, and Word. And it's always been time consuming, but it also has a very customized appearance. But we're trying to streamline the process. And I think you guys are on the right track. I'm going to go back and try and use it again.
Yep. And David, we can do, one-on-one sessions, me and Sahil, we are very hands-on. We can do one-on-one sessions, with you, with your teams, and we can run trial or pilot projects with you where we can customize things for you, especially if you're going to buy the business plan, which is at least minimum for 5 users. We can give a lot of personalized attention, which you will not get from any of the other software companies which are out there. So so you can count on that. So you have any issues, we are there to help. We can do one-on-one sessions. We can sort out issues. As you said, we are trying to do what you mentioned, to take people away from using multiple softwares, a StarDraw, an AutoCAD, or a Word file, a PDF, and a different proposal tool. All of that could be done inside of XTEN. It's just about getting used to the workflows and how things happen, and we are there to support. We'll make sure that things work the way you want them to work.
And I also want to pay you a compliment on the number of manufacturers that you have in your library, because like using StarDraw, that's always a problem. I don't know about the other, the other drawing software proposal programs that are out there, but StarDraw always says, oh, submit the manufacturers that you want and we'll update it, but it never really happens. So there's limitations. But I will say though that on your dashboard, I was a little bit confused, because on your dashboard you have a lot of product vendors, and it almost looks like those are the only products that you have in your library, and that you have to add all the other products. And I think that you're missing a good opportunity of advertising your product and making it popular by saying how many manufacturers you actually have by using the search products.
Yeah. Yep, we actually, so yeah, so the ones which we advertise for are, they are, you know, kind of paid partnerships. So those manufacturers actually partner with us. They sponsor their products. They give us accurate information about their products. They in a way, they sponsor the platform. So
Yeah, no,
that's
I understand that. It makes perfect sense, but you should also publicize all the other vendors or the other manufacturers that you do have available, because I was very surprised. At first, I thought you didn't have any of the ones that I use, and I was like, that's going to take so much time to enter all those manufacturers. And then I started to type in different manufacturers, and every one that I typed in was there.
Yeah, you're right. We'll try to advertise it a little differently so it's not misleading.
we do
Yeah,
have.
at first I thought it was too limited, and I said, "Oh, we're going to have an admin take care of this." And then I realized that it's actually very extensive, which is I'm giving you a compliment about the extensivity of the library.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you on that.
We almost have. Yeah, go ahead.
And one more question. So I saw in your, if you could go to the tab that showed the line drawing, the connectivity drawing. I don't know what you, I don't know exactly the name of what you guys call it.
Yeah.
The line schematic. Yeah, that one. How do you change the title block, the company name in the title block, or is that inherent in the user?
So what happens is, in this one there, I have deleted the title block, but so there is a way by which you can do it. So if you'll go, let me just show that. Under your profile here, there is something known as organization logo. So this is where you can, yeah, this is where you can upload your company logo. And so instead of XTEN-AV logo, then it will replace your logo, uploaded logo, in all the drawings and documents which we have on the platform.
Gotcha. And then in the product library, when I noticed how you guys tag the individual products and the pictures of the products, like right there. So in the Blackmagic design, it's missing, right? But what significance does the picture have, or the JPEG have, in the overall proposal? Do those JPEGs show up in the proposals?
Not in the current version which we have, but as we speak, we are doing final rounds of testing in the next upgrade which we're going to push, where the JPEGs are also going to be, you'll have an option in the proposal to add the JPEGs to the proposal as well, alongside each item which you have in the BOM. Gotcha.
And at what point in the proposal generation process do you change the price, the individual unit price that you're selling the item for? Like the MSRP price, if I want to change that.
Yeah, so it's a simple process. So let me open up the proposal. So it takes a couple minutes to open up because it's an existing proposal with a lot of information. Meanwhile, I have one more question. Is there a way to navigate through the project without having to deal with so many tabs? Okay. So to navigate to the projects, Daniel, you can always go under My Projects from here, or you can go into Recent and you can click on the recent projects that you're working on, and you can click on the designs. Or on the dashboard itself, you could, there's a recent design sections where you can open up, and then there is a quick shortcut to navigate between the project and the designs in any method which you're working on, like in Xdraw and Questionnaire and Add Your Own BOM. So the first one, the first link here is the project which you're working on. So if you click on it, it will take you to the project page. Like if I do this, it will take you to the project page. And the second one is actually the designs associated or the documents which are associated with this. So if you click on it, it will take you to the documents page. So that's a quick way to navigate. But once you are on this page, when you will open up any new document, it will open up a new tab because it's a new document which has to be opened. So it has to happen in a new tab so that you can come back here easily and open up the other documents as well. So that this is the only page where you're viewing different documents that will open up in different tabs. So I guess that answers your question. So coming back to
it's more organized that way because if you just always keep going back in your browser, and then you could just lose some work or something. So it's just more organized this way.
So coming back to the section for proposals where you can edit the individual information. So once you create a proposal after completing a design, like this is the page where I have completed my designs. I can just click on create new, and then it will bring me to this page and all my items will be here. So I can individually edit each item's MSRP, change the MSRP and your cost price as well. So you can individually do that, or if you want to do it for all the items globally, you go inside the settings here, and then there is a way by which you can set a global margin for all the products which are there, and you can set a global tax for all the items. Same is true for shipping. You can do different types of labor as well. Different costs which are associated with labor. You can add more labor sections if you want to. So there is a lot of functionality in proposals. That's why we do a full webinar just on proposals.
Hey, while we're here on the proposal, could you show them that the two spellings of labor as well? Because you're
I dropped out.
That time.
I think I dropped out.
So you can just show that as well right now.
Yeah. So for people who are outside of the US,
that's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could just choose what spelling you need, and I think every other spelling is common to US and outside US. So that's why we just have this one. And then
we do a lot of business in Canada, and they spell it O-U-R. And whenever we send proposals to Canada, we spell it O-U-R as well. So it's good to have that option.
I thought you'll go like, they're like, what does this mean? We don't know.
No, it's good to have the option. I like it.
And then there is a way by which you can actually quote in different currencies as well. Let's say I want to quote in Canadian dollars. So your base currency is something which you will set by default on the platform. And you can, if you want to change it and quote in a different currency to a customer, then it will translate all the prices, convert the prices into that currency. And you will have the ability to override the exchange rate as well, because the exchange rate is, we're using an API to find the exchange rate, but you can override that as well. So
where are you getting the exchange rate from?
From XE.com.
How often do they update?
Oh, maybe if you could just open XE.com in a tab, like that's their bread and butter.
They're like updating every.
It updates every second.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, so that's. I guess let me see if there are any more questions, or we can continue with ours.
I appreciate you taking the time to answer all my questions, by the way.
But that's what the session is for. It's for all of you guys, all of our customers, all of the people who are interested in the product. So yeah, so that's why we're doing this.
Hey, Vib, I think JM has a question. I mean, if there's, if you could see in the Q&A.
I guess that's some products example video matrix switcher. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jim is asking some products example video matrix switcher consists of cards and components. I noticed that the matrix was only a single block with options to add ports. Only, however, this does not break the matrix with cards into the BOM, which is crucial for pricing purposes. Yes, we do, JM. We do have plans. We are aware of this. As we speak, it's part of our improvement, the list of improvements which you're going to do. So yes, you will see that we're going to improve on this particular feature which you just mentioned. Okay, guys, so I'm going to take some of the random, some questions which have come in. I'm going to try and answer them quickly. What are the security features? How secure is my data? So we run on AWS. Sahil, you want to take that? While
Yeah.
I pull up a
Yeah.
document which actually explains that.
Sure. So we host our services, the whole platform's hosted on AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. As you guys know, Amazon is $1.4 trillion company, and their security is the best you could get. There's multiple firewalls, and it's much secure than any desktop version of software that you're using, which is on your local computers. So security is something that you would never have to worry about.
Yeah, so it's everything is on AWS. They have really strict security protocols for every product to deploy. Like as if we have to use AWS servers, we have to follow those protocols. It's usually called a 3-tier architecture. So it's 3 levels of firewall, and then there has to be a key which needs to be put in to access the servers. And that key we do not store anywhere on the network, which is actually stored in a hard disk in one of our offices. So every time we have to access the data, we put that hard disk in, and then we access the data, access the servers. So it's virtually unhackable. As we said, we do have insurance as well for data security for our customers. And we employ separate environments for data segregation, and all the best practices we are following. For your payments information, we do not save any credit card information on our servers. We leverage the third-party service provider called authorize.net, which is a pretty reliable source. So they
authorize.net is actually owned by Visa, so that's a big brand too.
Yeah, so we do not store any of your credit card or debit card information, any of your payment information. And if you want to know more about our security, you can just visit this link, AWS security, and this will give you all the information of how advanced AWS security is. It is the best in the world. It's a lot more secure than using your in-house servers or just using your computer as a server.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. Does XTEN provide setup services after purchase of licenses? We do provide, it's a free of cost service. Usually we provide it for our business plan users. And if there is someone, even if you are a basic plan or a single plan user, but you really need our help to set up your system, we will do it, and there are no charges for that. What is the difference between the free plan and the paid plans, and how much we could use in free plan? So it's an important thing. So let me pull up our pricing information. So you will see we have these 3 plans. So you sign up. When you sign up for the free trial, you get full access to the business plan, except for the custom pricing feature, which I explained. Apart from that, you get full access to this. Once your trial gets over, after 30 days, you can request for a trial extension from us. We're pretty generous in that, considering the current scenario in the world, we can extend it beyond 30 days as well. But after that, you get downgraded to the free plan. And there are actually a lot of limitations in the free plans. Like you cannot download any documents, you cannot edit any documents, you cannot use the proposal tool, you cannot use XDraw. So it's just it remains a reference kind of a tool. Not much use it can provide you in the free plan, but still, if you want to be on the free plan, you can. Your data is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can upgrade to the basic plan. Basic plan, you get everything except for the custom pricing feature and team collaboration and user access level features. So these are the features which are usually for teams when there are more than 2 or 3 people in an organization who want to share work, collaborate on work. So that's where these features come into picture. But in the basic plan, if you buy an annual package, you get the custom pricing feature. And the annual package, you save 25%. So that's a huge amount of saving. And that's applicable both on basic and business plan. And if you go above 5 users, then we can customize a plan for you. We have a lot of accounts with whom we are running pilot programs who start off with like 5 users, 10 users, but they really have the potential to go up to 100 users. So we run a pilot program with them. They work with our development team. They put in their request. We work with them. We make the product up to the level which suits their workflows and requirements, and then they roll it out to the whole organization. So that's, we for a software company to do that, it's a big thing, but we do it for our customers, and it really helps us to improve as well. So let me go on to the next few questions.
We're over the 1 hour mark, so yeah, let's just speed it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys. I mean, if you guys wanna roll off, you can. You're welcome to drop off, but we'll just go ahead and try and answer all the questions which are there. So you're welcome to stay on. So JM is asking, I would still like to request a 2FA once again. I don't know what that means.
I think it's a 2-factor authentication. So
Okay.
if that's what you mean, JM, then
yes.
It's not a financial software, so we don't think there's really a need for 2-factor authentication.
But yeah, that's part of our roadmap. We're going to do it at some point. It's not a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. We just want to make sure we don't cross the line where we're making it difficult for people to log in and all that, but we will look into that.
Can XTRA be purchased separately? No, I mean, everything, you get a whole thing as a package. So there are no separate packages which are available. Future API integrations, we've already told that. One important feature which I want to discuss in the roadmap is automated dealer price integration. So that is something that's a big project which you've undertaken. So right now you have to manage your own pricing and your brands, but we are working with a lot of manufacturers by which we should be able to provide you the dealer pricing for the brands which you work with automatically. So you will not have to upload pricing or do anything of that sort. We will manage the pricing for you. So that's a big project which you have undertaken right now. And you will have that automated dealer price integration. I showed you the new questionnaire, the new proposal tool as well, which is going to come. We're going to do purchase orders as well, so that after you get an order from the customer, after completing a proposal, you will be able to create purchase orders. And then we're going to add in the questionnaire method few more templates. Guy Butturati asks, would you like you'd like to see a yacht template? That's something we can look at, but immediately we'll be focusing on accessories like cable connectors, mounts, switches, which you don't get as a suggestion right now in the questionnaire method. So we're going to do that. How XTEN-AV can be used as a tool for learning AV design? That's a good question. We have the questionnaire method, which is based on AVIXA standards and design guidelines. So it kind of really helps you develop your skills in terms of how to design systems. If you'll go through the questionnaire step by step, it will show you, how an AV system design is being developed. So yeah, use that. The more you use it, the better designer you will become, the more options, the more permutations and combinations you will see, especially in the questionnaire. What are the best resources to learn XTEN-AV? The best resources are in the trivia and tutorial section. here. So this is where you will get to see, you can learn everything about XTEN-AV. You know, so first is the trivia section. This section is just information about the features. Then we have these guided tours, which I showed you previously in the webinar. You can access it from here or also under here, the guided tours. And then most important are the webinars, you know, which we do every week, and every a weekly product demo every week, and a feature specific webinar every couple of weeks. So you can watch the recordings of all of those feature specific webinars which are here. Like if you want to learn about questionnaire, watch this. If you want to learn about proposal, watch this webinar 5, all about proposal tool. If you want to see the full product demo, you know, then we do, then you can go under the events section of our website, and you will find a full calendar of events. We do weekly webinars, weekly full product demos, which you can, you know, register for, where you can ask more questions or see the whole platform. So yeah, so that's that. And then let's see what else have we got in the questions. Can ads be removed in the paying plans? We believe the ads which we have are pretty unobtrusive. So yeah, so if you have a really big account like 25 users, then probably it will make sense. We can turn off the ads for you. But yeah, I mean, we've tried to make sure that the ads are really unobtrusive, and many times, you know, they're informative as well in terms of giving you information about a product as well. How many products in XTEN-AV library? This is something which David, you know, suggested us that we should do a good job of advertising. So we have almost 500,000 products and 2,300 brands in our library. So that's a lot of products. But I will also be honest and tell you that there will be a lot of products out of these 500,000 that will not have the IO information. So because it's very difficult to manage IO information for so many products. But we are the only software which allows you to add the IO information on the spot yourself. You can create your own products as well. So that kind of solves that problem. Otherwise, like David said, you know, we would already have most of the commercial AV brands which you need. If there are few like Black Magic, which came up earlier, you can just send us a request and we'll do our best to put that in as soon as possible. Can we work in multiple currencies? I've already shown that. How XTEN-AV can help? I think that's the last one. I'll let Sahil answer that. You know, how we can help with you know, in the COVID-19 situation, and why it makes sense to use a software like XTEN-AV.
All right, thanks, Vib. So in the COVID-19 situation, it's terrible. A lot of companies are going out of business, but fortunately, technology has ramped up a lot in the past decade, and using a cloud software like ours enables you to keep working from home. Your data, your everything that you've configured, it's not locked up in your office. So you could use software like ours, be up to date with technology, access it from anywhere, and keep it going. We also we had a trial period of 15 days for newer people, which we have extended for 30 days. And there were a few people who had their trial already expired. We gave them another 30 days. So we're trying to help the community as much as we can in these unfortunate times. If you need any more help in the COVID time, your business is taking a hit, you want to use the software, you want some more free time, or you can't pay up, let us know, talk to us, and we'll try to help you as much as we can.
Like I said, we save you the cost of 3 software. This is something David also mentioned. You use a separate subscription for a drawing software, for a proposal software, and all kinds of other softwares. With XTEN-AV, you can combine the 3, the CRM, the proposal, and the drawing into one, and really can save on the costs. And as you see, the pricing is not that high. We've kept the pricing pretty reasonable for businesses. Yeah, and like I said, we also offer personalized customization features like integration with ERP and CRM softwares. If you need certain integration, we are open to do that. So I guess, yes, that's pretty much it, what we have for today.
Guys, there's a poll going on. If you all could answer, that would be awesome. So we know how we're doing.
Yeah, and if the mics are still open, if you have
Doing
any more
great.
questions.
That's my poll answer. You're doing great.
Thank you, David. Appreciate that.
Thanks, David.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
So we still have the mics open. If we can take a couple more minutes, if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask. Or we can just call it a day. Okay, so guys, you can, one last thing, you can contact us on the chat support. We're pretty responsive here, or you can raise, if you're facing any issues, you can get a support feed, you can go in the support and feedback section and raise a support ticket, or you can just write in an email at support@XTEN-AV.com. And we do our best to reply within 24 hours. In the chat window, we are pretty responsive. We work, Sahil, you want to share the time zones we respond in the US and Europe?
Yeah, the time zones are actually complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm in Pacific time, so things start before I even wake up. So, it's hard to say.
We start in, I would say we start somewhere around 8 a.m. Eastern, and we go down till 5 Pacific. So yeah, so and we have full support from Monday to Friday, and on the weekends there is support, but it's going to be limited. You would not you could not expect immediate responses, but we still try our best to respond on the weekends as well.
All right, I think we have pretty much all the polls. No one else wants to jump in with any questions or comments or any closing statements, then we can drop off.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. We'll
appreciate your
time.
We'll do this again. Navy, and we'll do this again. Thank you.